Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear you come in. Forgive me for not getting up. I'm feeling a little under the weather, you see. Uh, uh, are you alright? Well, you're not exactly catching me at my best. Should I get you a doctor? No. I'm sure my granddaughter will be able to patch me back up, and it could have been a lot worse. Really? How? Well, judging by the looks of it, he took one of the organs I had two of. Hopefully, I'd get by on just one. Otherwise, I'd be in real trouble. Okay. From the fact that it's low on your body, I'd say it's probably a kidney? What happened to you? It was the organ thief. Organ thief? He cut me open while I was sleeping, you see. The organ thief? You haven't heard? He's a scourge of this accursed valley. He finally got to me. He must have used a really sharp blade because I didn't feel a thing. My granddaughter woke me up just as he was lifting the organ out of me. Her cry woke me up, but it was too late. He bolted, with my granddaughter in hot pursuit. Somebody broke in and stole your organs while you were sleeping? Judging by the hole, I'd say the bladder nicked the kidney. Oh, that was actually a guess. I couldn't remember which organ it was. Or lung. It's hard to tell. Yeah, it is a big gaping hole in your abdomen. I would say if it's your abdomen, it would be your kidney. If it was your chest, it would be your lung. But then again, he might have tried to avoid the rib cage and gone through the abdomen up and pulled out the lung that way. This is what you get when you watch too many crime shows, kids. So be cautious. Be cautious. No, seriously, watch as many crime shows as you can. They are fun. Let's see. I'm looking for, we need to find someone quick. My granddaughter? Granddaughter? Are you a friend of hers? Well, technically, we're neighbors. Oh? Strange. I haven't seen you before. I just moved in yesterday. I'm afraid you're out of luck, neighbor. Someone chased after the organ thief in the middle of the night. She hasn't been back since. I tried to run after her, but this was as far as I got. I'm not as spry as I used to be. You probably shouldn't be moving at all. But I have to find somewhere. Lord knows what the organ thief might have done to her by now. I'll go look for her if you just wait here. That would be much appreciated, neighbor. Any idea where she might be? I heard footsteps trending off into the woods, but I'm not sure where they went after that. What can you tell me about the organ thief? Well, what do you want to know? Who is he? Nobody knows. He's a mystery. I've been hearing about these attacks for about 6 months now. People's organs being stolen in the dead of night. Folk in the valley are terrified. Some of them have already packed up and left. Some have formed lynch mobs. Be careful if you meet them. It's not a good time to be a fresh face around these parts. Why is he stealing them? I think he just enjoys menacing decent, hard-working folk. The mindset required to do something like this is beyond my fathom. What does he look like? I didn't get a look at him. He was cloaked and moved wicked fast. But you're sure it was a person? Not a monster or tentacle or anything like that? No, it was a person, alright. I just didn't see him properly. If you find my granddaughter, perhaps she can tell you more. Okay. Well, we can learn some more about this valley. What about it? Well, you don't know where we are? Well, not exactly. I mean, you see, we just came in through your granddaughter's head. So, not exactly sure what this is. Oh dear, you're worse off than I am, then. Locally, we call this place the Valley of Eternal Shadow. Wow, that's a cheerful name. Why not call it the Valley of Dead? Eternal Shadow? You mean it's always dark here? Pretty much, but it hasn't always been like that. Only once the wall came down. The wall? You haven't seen it? Why was it built? It wasn't built, just arrived. Really? How? One day, several years ago, I was fishing by the old tarn when I heard a terrible rumble surging from the north. I would inform you what a tarn is, because that popped in my head as a geological thing, but I cannot remember what a tarn actually is. Geology bachelor's degree, putting it to full use. Thinking it was thunder, I looked up, but the sky was clear as far as I could see. As I stood there, a powerful onrush of tremors knocked me flat on my back. I tried to get up, but another rush would come and topple me again. I don't know how many times that happened. I must have hit my head on something. Excuse me. Kind of late. I must have hit my head on something because suddenly everything went black. When I came to again, the tremors had subsided. Getting to my feet, I noticed that the woods around me were much darker than they had been before. Looking up at the sky, I saw a dark shape towering over the foliage. And there, a few yards in front of me, a black wall rose to the sky, blocking the sun, stretching from mountain to mountain, splitting the valley in twain. That was the day the wall arrived. Oh, jeez. Okay, I can't keep doing that voice. That's something to hurt. Who built it? I don't think it was built. I gather only magic could erect such a thing. But no mere witch or wizard could command such power. Such power is reserved for divinity. Oh, so they're very religious and deep into mysticism. That's the right word? Yeah, mysticism. Here, apparently. What's on the other side? Nobody knows what's beyond the wall, son. And I think it would be wise not to try to find out. People have been lost walking too close to it. Some things are better left alone. What happened to the people on the side? I'd rather not think about that. Hopefully they're still alive, just like we are. But I have my doubts. Okay, well, who lives here? It used to be mostly farmers, but now we're pretty a mixed bunch. Usually delightful folk, but most of them have been the sons of the tax started. Will one be the organ thief? Well, I hadn't thought about that, but I guess it's possible. It would break my heart knowing one of them was behind all this. How long have you lived here? I was born and raised here. I've never seen the lands beyond this valley, and likely never would, seeing how the wall blocks us off. What about the wall? Nope, nothing more. You go on ahead, son. I'll just sit here and catch my breath a bit. Okay. Oh, yarn. We can always pick up random items because it's an adventure game. Can I borrow some yarn? I'm sure Selma won't mind. She has a very generous spirit. Thanks. Yeah, generous. Yeah. Generous but not kind. Various medical supplies cover the shelves. I see cans of herbal ailments and bandages. Can I borrow a bandage? Are you hurt? No, but it might be a good thing to have handy. Good thinking. Take it by all means. Thanks. There's a trail of blood leading to the woods. If I follow it, I might be able to find Selma. Yep, that's good thinking. Let's go. A little cage. This cage consists of bunch of woods. I think somebody's using it to catch small animals. Mushrooms! It's some dangerous... They might be... Amanitas. He knows mushrooms. Rusulas. That's an actual type of mushroom. I know that. Actually, these ones I don't think I could examine those in the beta. Oh no. You know what? No, I'm not gonna say anything. I think I know what they're doing with that. Ooh, a shower. That could be useful. Boards? That's what I'm trying to sell. But it just ended up being a heap of boards. Might be useful. Another lamppost. Those lampposts are actually new, I will say that. Let's go this way just to check it out. Oh! Police squad squirrely! Aw. What? Not again. Please don't cut me. I'll give you all my acorns. Just don't cut me anymore. Relax, I'm not gonna cut you. You're not? No. You're not the organ thief? No, but I'm looking for him. Has he come past here? Well, obviously. Look what he did to my legs! What happened? I was attacked by the organ thief. Just look the rest of them. How did it happen? I remember looking at the stars, thinking about my dear departed mother, wondering if she was up there somewhere, looking down at me. Aw, very thoughtful little squirrely. Hoping she'd be proud of her little boy. I guess I must have drifted off into sleep shortly after that. Next thing I know, I wake up with my 2 gaping holes where my knees used to be. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, if you don't know, if I haven't said this before, since it's been like a year since I did my last video, I am one of those people when people talk about like injuries on their bodies, I reflex almost, especially if it has anything to do with fingernails or teeth. Those are I hate those. Ew. He stole your kneecaps? That's my layman's guess. My anatomical knowledge is pretty limited. Can I help you in some way? No offense, but I doubt it. Better leave it to the professionals, eh? I'm looking for a young woman, some with feed. You and me both. Her talents are in high demand these days. How come? Yeah. She's the only healer left in the valley. Oh, yeah, that would make her very much needed. You didn't know that? You haven't been attacked? No. Then why do you need to find her? She was last seen chasing after the organ thief. I need to make sure she's alright. That's my noble of you, Sir Knight. I'm not a knight. But you're on an important quest, right? Yeah. You're helping a damsel in distress, right? Sort of. And I rest my case. Bravo, little squirrel. Bravo. It still doesn't make me a knight. Well, have it your way, mister. As long as you find her. I heard this valley is doomed, and I'll never walk again. Do you know where she is? No, but I know whom to ask. Who? The pixies. I'm sorry, the what now? They know everything going on in these woods. How do I find them? Finding them is easy. You see those yellow lights floating in the air? Yeah? Those are the pixies. Those tiny things? They're not as smart as they appear. They see everything. They're all over these woods. So I should just go over and ask them. Well, no. That's the tricky part. They don't like to mingle with outsiders. How do I get them to talk to me then? I'll only help you if they owe you a favor. A favor? How do I get them to owe me a favor? Have you ever helped a pixie with something? No. And I suggest you start now. Okay, fair enough. What about the organ thief? What about him? Who is he? He's been the bane of the valley for quite some time. No one knows who he is, or why he's doing what he's doing. We thought it was animal attacks at first, but the wounds were too precise, too careful. Animals gnaw and maul and make a mess. Not like this at all. Once the third guy had been attacked, there was no denying it. Somebody was cutting people up, stealing their organs. That's kind of sick. He's doing like Jack the Ripper, except Jack the Ripper only went after prostitutes, and they never caught him. But he was very mysterious. I could go on about Jack the Ripper. Trust me, I have a book I've been reading about. Well, I've been trying to read about. I haven't read it in a long time, but I can list off all of the murders. But that's for another time. I'm getting off topic again. Why is he stealing organs? I think he sells them on the black market at a huge markup. Is there a market for stolen organs? There's a market for everything, my friend. If you've got it, chances are somebody wants to buy it. That's how the circle of life. That's the circle of life. No, I'm pretty sure Disney told me something else. I'm pretty sure Disney told me it's a path unwinding. It's a leap of faith. I can't remember the rest of the song. Let's remember that. It's a path unwinding. It's a leap of faith. Anyways, what does it look like? Nobody's gotten a good look. He's said to wear a dark cloak and move like the wind. There's many people out looking for him. I suggest keeping a low profile if you see him. They can get pretty rough sometimes. Fair enough. Well, thank you for your time. You know where to find me if you need me. Oh, there's a door. There's a small hole at the base of the trunk, covered by a small round door. I see you're admiring my front door. It's an old wagon wheel that I reinforced. Pretty nifty, huh?